Hi, Pastor Rebecca here from DGT. I am the children's pastor at Duluth Gospel Tabernacle, and our ministry is DGT Kids. That's Duluth Gospel Tabernacle Kids, or Discovering God's Truth Together Kids. And I'm the children's pastor, and this afternoon we did a Make It Monday, and I'm home alone right now, and I thought that I would video another craft time for you to do, and I will put it up on YouTube. So this is Holy Week, and we are this is the day after Palm Sunday, and that's why my little poem is here. I don't know if you saw this, but this is my little poem. And earlier we made some fun little things with toilet paper rolls. My mother always used to have napkin holder rings, and so that's kind of what this is. Or these can just be little egg holders. You could put an egg in here. Just little things to do. These are things that we've already done. But now what I am going to do is talk to you a little bit about something else you can do. And one of the things that I try to do is to be very mindful of the things that I have and reuse them. And so one of the things that I thought would be fun is to make an egg. And so you can make an egg. I have a white piece of paper here, and it doesn't have to be a new white piece of paper. It could be a white piece of paper left over from something that you've done before. But what I would love you to do is draw the shape of an egg. Now that looks more like an oval than an egg, because an egg's a little wider at the bottom, but that's what we're going to use today. And what I'm going to suggest that you do is that you use scraps. I am really, like, a lot of times people at church will be like, oh my, let's throw this out. And I'll be like, no. Let's just cut them up and put them in a bag, because we can always use them as scraps. And people will be like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, nope. And so, like, this is a leftover piece of something that I was making today. And so you can just cut in little squares, and it almost becomes like confetti. And I like to do that. And here's the cool part, is you can use just about anything. So for instance, I'm going to just show you something here. This is the cover of my construction color paper, and you can use it because it has color and it has texture, and all I have to do is make little pieces out of it, and you can use it. So you're just going to want to make little pieces, little scraps. So this is like my recommendation to you, is whenever your kids, or you, if you're a bigger kid and you like to do crafts, and you end up with little pieces of paper, take a few minutes and cut them into all kinds of little pieces like that. So like here's a blue piece. It's a little crumply, and I already used it for something else today. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to do just some little pieces. And there we are. Make little pieces. And, you know, just any little scraps you can have. I have some purple. See, here's my purple scraps. And just, again, just cut them into little pieces. And it doesn't matter how they end up getting cut. The biggest thing is that you cut them and you use them. And so then what I'm going to do now is on that egg, do you see my egg? I am going to start just using my glue stick. Now here is something that I told you on my last video, and I'll tell you again. You don't have glue. You don't need to run out and get it. All you need is flour and water, and that makes a paste. I should have actually done that. I think the next video I will use that. And so what you're going to do for this one is, here you go. You're just going to make a mosaic. Little kids, just want to encourage you to try to take your colors and spread them out. You don't want to put all the blues next to the blues and all the oranges next to the oranges. But if you'll notice, oh, look, here's one of my cool pieces. I'm going to put that right there. This one didn't get cut up good enough. I'm going to cut it up. Oh, look at that. See? I'm going to have all kinds of fun colors. And then it can be a decorated egg. See, isn't that cool? And you just keep adding glue. The reason, I mean, you can do the whole egg at one time if you want, if your kids can go fast. Now, if you have a meticulous child, you may want to do a little at a time, because sometimes children want to take their time, and that's a really good trait. Some kids want to do it fast, and that's an okay trait too. And what you're doing is you are just filling in, and I would encourage you to fill it in. Now, you can do this with wrapping paper. You can do this with tissue paper. Tissue paper takes on a different thing, but then there's your egg. Now, here's something fun that you can do. I have to find something here. We did these crosses. Now, look at this. If you do these crosses again from before, these crosses that we had, you can combine the egg idea with the Jesus idea, and there you have it. But you don't have to do that. That's just something extra you can do, or you can just do that and have fun. So this is the only craft I'm going to do today, except I'm going to show you the same idea, same scraps of paper, actually the same scraps of paper. I don't think I'll make any more. See all my scraps? I always save scraps. I have a friend that helps me. Her name is Linda. And then I have another friend named Kate. And they'll say to me, oh, what should I do with these? And I'll be like, wow. And then we'll talk about, should we throw them away? See, look, remember these are the bunny ears that I made with the other video? And then look, you just cut them into little pieces and voila. Now on this one, I'm making a Mosaic Cross. Again, I'm going to do the same idea. Oh, my cross got a little woppy jawed, but that's okay. I'm going to color in my cross with the glue stick. Put it all around. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you, you don't even have to cut them. You can just tear them. See, watch. You can just, I've got too big of a piece. Just going to do that. And once again, I encourage you, especially children, try to not put the colors on top of each other. So like if you take a blue here and a blue here, put one here and one up here. Because the reason you don't want to is they'll layer the same color and you won't get as good as texture. And even though you look at this and you say, is this texture? Well, it actually ends up looking like a texture. And you can even, on this one, you can work at filling in the entire cross and it will look really cool. So you might have to layer, which means once in a while you might have to put glue on one of your pieces so that you can get it on top of another piece that's already on there. This is where you're going to want some straight lines so that you can put them on. Oh man, this is super fun and relaxing. Children, your parents will enjoy it and probably do more than you do, just because sometimes it's good just to sit still and do something. And then I want to encourage you, especially if you make these crosses, send them to somebody. Say, send them to a friend, send them to a shut-in. I actually have a friend that just sent me a letter, and it was a surprise. Just said, hi, love you. And oh man, did that bless me. So don't tell her, but I think she's going to get this cross. And just going to send her a little note that says, hey, you're very special. What's fun about her is she has grandkids. I do not. And she'll send me pictures of her grandkids and even videos. So I'll look at this, you guys. I had a big piece of scrap and I just put it right in there. Do you like that? You know what's cool about this is something else you could do is at the very end when you're all done, you could let it dry and then take a marker and go in and color things, color spaces that didn't get covered. And then it would be completely full. Oh, interesting enough, I did a craft with my fingers. I don't know if you see. Those are fingerprints that I put my marker on my fingers and made fingerprints on a cross. Now when I'm doing it with the glue, it's pulling up my marker, my fingerprint. So that's kind of funny. Anyhow, I just want to encourage you to keep practicing your C's. Oh, what are your C's? I hope you know them already. So like this one, I need it to be a little smaller. So I'm going to just go in there and just put it in this corner. And then, so you can even go like that. And then anyhow, the C's are the C's that we're practicing in our life are continue to pray, control your thoughts, count your blessings. You're one of my blessings. I'm thankful for you. Count your blessings. Connect. That's what we're doing. Keep Christ first and stay clean. So hopefully you enjoyed this activity today. Same activity, two different options. One is Mosaic Cross. One is Mosaic Egg. Remember, use anything. Start being like really critical and don't throw paper away. Just start cutting them into little pieces, especially if they have color, and you can use them for this. You are very special. God loves you very much. He has a plan, a hope, and a future for you. And this is part of your story. And it's going to be a good part. Just like all these pieces are sometimes considered trash, people throw away the little pieces. My encouragement to you is hold on to the pieces. Those pieces are going to make something beautiful in your life. And you're a very special piece of my life. I'm glad you're a part of my life. Have a good day.